Would you believe it was 70 degrees in Denver today as the C's ready to go tonight? He's in the starting lineup with Pitch and Gobert. Always a great matchup as teams have met in the last 3+ years. They had a couple of epic playoff series as well, including a 7-gamer just a couple of years ago. Anthony Edwards, the bounce pass down low, and a turnover. Knees, he came away that time, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Minnesota. 6 seconds on the shot clock as Minnesota inbounds over the top. Randall against Young. Spencer Jones missing on the shot, and the ball will go out of bounds to Denver. And that's been one of the stories for David Adelman, is the guys who have had to step up, including Spencer Jones, who's a two-way player. Everybody who has stepped up has largely played well.
Well, and you see he's got the matchup with Julius Randle, had the matchup with Kevin Durant in that series against the Rockets as well. And this is a guy who's come in, who's played big minutes.
Nikola Jokic, will see a lot of double teams on him. Jones not able to field it, somehow does. Joker going to try a corner triple, and we're underway here in Denver.
He just makes it look so easy.
Well, that's where he continues to improve. He's a 43% shooter. What Nikola Jokic is doing this year is never been done in the NBA. That would be shoot 60% from the field.
Confidence, and he struggled early in the season, the first 16 games from the three-point line, but has caught fire.
Jokic knocked it off of Edwards. He's already looking for an early challenge. None given, none taken, and Denver will come away with it. Denver 21-8 on the season. Turnover, and Anthony Edwards has Peyton Watson on him, an outstanding defender. Jump pass, Gobert didn't see the pass coming. Another Minnesota turnover. Same corner. This time Murray, not the same result, missing on the three. Timberwolves have won 10 of their last 12 games, which is actually the best record in the NBA over that span, as the Ant-Man misses from three. You almost sense guys have to settle down a little. It's Christmas Day, and
it's been a long day.
I was going to say, you're the 5th and final game of the day. You've been watching just like we have. It's a very late start here in Denver, almost 9 o'clock local time. Dante DiVincenzo, he's not new to this Christmas Day thing. He settled it 8th year in the league, and his 8th Christmas Day game with 4 different teams.
And 6-1 on Christmas Day, so a good record as well.
He's a winner. Jones blocked by Gobert. That's been a difference for Minnesota, has been Gobert.
And look, right away, they are forcing Denver to give Spencer Jones the basketball, trying to force the Denver role players to make plays.
DiVincenzo on the catch and shoot three. And a struggle for the Timberwolves now, 1 for 5 to open the game. Jamal Murray having an outstanding first half of the season. Takes 2 defenders and has it knocked out of bounds.
To find way to work on his game. Now, a year ago, it's the Olympics. A couple of years ago, it's coming back from injury.
Jokic late clock puts it in. Nikola Jokic has the first 5 for the Denver Nuggets. Not only are the Nuggets down their top 3 starters, it's 3 of their top 6 scorers. Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon also. Another turnover, 3rd on Minnesota. Peyton Watson, nice job by Gobert getting to the rim quickly. And he travels to turn it over. As the head coach of Minnesota, that's been the difference in this 10 out of 12, has been how he has led that defense as Ant-Man Edwards connects on a 3.
Well, getting back to his Defensive Player of the Year, kind of aggressiveness on the defensive end, not just blocking shots, but affecting shots.
Jamal from the elbow, and it feels like teams are settling in here. 4 minutes into the ball game. Murray on the board. Anthony Edwards, not one to not be brash, predicting a big game for himself tonight. When asked by Shams, they had a real fun, friendly interview. Ant-Man expects to go for at least 30, I believe he said.
He said maybe 40, right? Maybe 40. But he's so explosive. He has the ability to score in bunches. And he's much more efficient.
And he's also been tasked with playing point guard duties as well. He'll go off ball. Here's Edwards behind the screen, trailing the 3, and the first lead for the Timberwolves early.
So good in the slot. And he does such a good job of kind of lulling you into thinking he's going to attack the rim or back cut, and then he just comes off those pinaways.
Murray cuts inside. Jokic trying to get a seal for him, but it goes out of bounds. That's the 4th turnover by the
point guard and get him the ball in the wing.
And also a former Denver Nugget, Bones Highland, also taking some of that. It's time for tonight's national TV schedule. Tomorrow night on Prime Video, the Bulls will host the Sixers, 7:30 Eastern, followed by Clippers, Blazers. And then Monday night on NBA Peacock, Cavs, Spurs, 8 Eastern, followed by the Mavs and Blazers. And for more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app, as the Joker has 7 of the first 9 for Denver. I know it's a refrain all of our announcers have said today, but how about those Spurs? Another win over Oklahoma City today.
I mean, it's so fun when you watch young guys that come together so quickly. And again, there's no substitute for experience, but they're getting it on the go right now.
Gobert with the offensive stick back for Minnesota. Hardaway over the closeout from DiVincenzo, can't convert. Tim Hardaway's been shooting it well from 3. Anthony Edwards got the contact from Jones, and he's going to get 3 free throws.
And of course, involving Cam in the lineup, he said we have to reinvent ourselves again, and that's something that's in an NBA season.
It is, and you're constantly reinventing yourself when you have the many injuries like they've had. And the great thing about this Denver team this year, quality of depth, right? So when one guy goes down, another guy gets an opportunity, and these young guys are taking advantage of it.
And we don't know when Christian Brown or Aaron Gordon are coming back. It sounds like sooner rather than later. We heard January. Denver's about to embark on a 7-game trip east, and so maybe by the end of that road trip, one or both could be back. Here's Joker, another great pass. Jones in traffic, couldn't finish. Anthony Edwards, 8 points working, make it 10 in the first quarter for the Ant-Man.
Missed shots are just as bad as turnovers, especially missed shots at the rim. They allow teams to get out and run, and the Timberwolves capitalize.
Anthony Edwards had missed 3 games with a foot injury recently, and in the 3 games since he came back, he's been averaging about 30.
So fast with the basketball in his hands.
Murray for 3. Jamal's first of the game. He is 7th in the league in 3-point shooting, a season high, career high 46%, and McDaniels answering with a jumper. Jaden McDaniels is a guy that Chris Finch can basically right into the lineup just about every game, so missing him last game. They were able to beat the Knicks, the shorthanded Knicks, the other night. Minnesota at 20-10 on the season and sitting 5th in the West here on Christmas Day. Julius Randle telling us before the game feels a lot more comfortable as his miss. Gobert got fouled on the putback attempt. Foster. Crowd waited a long time to come see the ball game tonight. Not happy early, but thrilled the Christmas Day to have at least 7 block shots. He did that with the Utah Jazz back in 2018. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, splits the pair. See if Denver tries to speed up Minnesota a little bit. Timberwolves done a nice job slowing him down.
Well, and you see the matchup with Naz Reid on Jokic so that Rudy Gobert can play the backside so that he can be a rim protector, he can be a helper.
Off the 5th turnover, Anthony Edwards will skip it over. Good look for Naz Reid, his first shot of the game, and it's true from 3, and the biggest lead for the Timberwolves so far tonight.
Naz Reid is just that guy that comes in and instantly impacts the ball game. His versatility, his ability to score, to defend.
Bruce Brown, his first attempt getting to the rim and scoring. And Naz Reid has had to shoulder so much of the bench load. He's been scoring really over 40% of Minnesota's bench.
Next highest guy at just over 5 points a ball game.
Jokic knocked it away. 4 minutes to go in our opening quarter.
Well, you see the matchup, Naz Reid and Rudy Gobert, who's guarding Spencer Jones, is just going to be hanging out, waiting to help.
Jokic got the whistle, couldn't convert on the jumper. He'll shoot 2 as Naz Reid. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves, who we mentioned have won 3 in a row and 10 out of 12. And among those was a victory against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yes.
I know We were talking about maybe 74 wins for Oklahoma City a couple of weeks ago, and they've dropped 4 of 6, including 3 to San Antonio. But the other one was to this Minnesota team, and that kind of win can go a long way.
Yeah, and this is a team that was down. They found their way back. They made plays at the end of the ball game, critical plays. And when we were talking to Julius Randle before the game, he said what he loves most about this 10-2 in the last 12, right, is that they found different ways to win. Sometimes it's with their offense. Oftentimes it's with their defense.
Reed, right of the mark that time. Gobert with the tap out, and it's going to be a